BigCountryFootball.com. I'm Evan Wren, and this is the Countdown to Two-A-Days series, our daily look at an area football team and the key questions we'll be answering about that team in our August 20th preseason preview here at Big Country Preps. I'm with my partner, Dan Youngblood, via Zoom. And tonight, Dan, we are going to be talking about one of the area powerhouses, the Wall Hawks.
Yeah, a Wall team coming off a state semifinal appearance in Coach Craig Slaughter's first year as the head coach. He had been their longtime defensive coordinator before that. So, coming off just a tremendous season that went 13-2. And they've got a good group back from that team. 26 of their 44 lettermen return, including 7 offensive and 4 defensive starters. They've got call-ups from an 8-1 JV team. So Wall looks like a Wall team again in 2025. But obviously, we'll have some questions to answer, and we'll touch on those in just a little bit. But on paper, Coach Slaughter's got himself another good squad here this season.
Right before we start talking about the Wall Hawks, we need to remind you folks to please hit the subscribe button. It's free on YouTube. And then after that, please hit the little bell and you'll get notifications each and every time that we release a new video on YouTube. All right, with that, Dan, it's time to toss out a few questions that we're going to have about Wall heading into this season. Go ahead, fire away first.
Yeah, and it's funny in our preparation for this one. This team, there aren't just a ton of questions. They've got a lot of talent back from a great team. The one big question that I would have, and it's the one thing that kind of sticks out for me as potential concern, is with only the 4 defensive starters back, can this team avoid kind of a setback on that side of the football field? One thing on the football rather. One thing about Wall teams, as long as Craig Slaughter has been there as the defensive coordinator before, as the head coach last year, their defenses have been absolutely excellent. They've put some great defenses on the field. But they're going to be a little younger this year than they have been, or at least a little more inexperienced with 7 new starters on that side of the football. So, can they avoid taking a step back on that side? Because I think their offense is going to be excellent again. So the defense could hold the key to the ultimate ceiling of this team.
One question that I would have about Wall is I want to know how much motivation they are carrying into this season, coming so close to making it to the state championship game. They make it all the way to a state semifinal where they fall to Gunter, and they were very competitive in that ball game. They could have won that game. And some of the things that went on after that game may have fueled Wall's fire. I want to know
Yeah.
if that left them with a sour taste, and they may want to get back and get another shot at this thing. So I'm just curious about how much motivation they got from that, and do they have like a mission for unfinished business heading
Yeah.
into this into the season, even though they're missing a lot of defenders.
Yeah, and I was on the field at the end of that one, and there were some more talking than you'd expect from a program that has had the success that Gunter has over the years. So I would not be surprised if these guys did want not just want another crack at the state semis, they want another crack at that Gunter team. So I agree with you there. The last question I have isn't so much a question, is it's kind of I guess it is a question, but it's not one that's a concern. They got Landon York, who had just a phenomenal junior season, threw 48 touchdown passes, over 3,500 yards, only 7 picks. Just, I mean, as good a season for a quarterback as we've seen in the Big Country Preps area since probably we started the site. He had a monster junior season, and he's got some really good receivers back this year. When you look at Reed Robertson and Evan Boley, 2 guys who caught a ton of passes for him last year. So I would expect their passing game to be outstanding. But when you have the type of junior season he just had, how do you follow that up? I mean, he's obviously a super talented kid, and finally got to put that on paper and put that on the field last year. I'm just interested to see how much better is it possible he could be even better as a senior? Because if he is, this offense is going to be very, very, very difficult to stop.
All right. And with that, we're going to take a look at the wall schedule for 2025. But before that, we need to thank a few of our sponsors, beginning with For the Love of the Game Broadcasting and our old friend Terry Slavens, owner of K-Lakes 93.5 FM out of Brackenridge, 97.7 FM KATX out of Eastland, Classic Country AM 1330 out of Graham, 94.7 FM KWKQ out of Graham, KROO 1430 AM out of Breck, and KWBY 98.5 FM out of Ranger. That is For the Love of the Game Broadcasting. Also, Rob Durham, sales consultant at Bear Chevrolet Buick Cadillac up in Breckenridge. If you're in the market for a new vehicle or a used vehicle, call Rob. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever want to meet. Give him a shout at 254 559 2266. That's Rob Durham up at Bear Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Breckenridge. And finally, Cavalry Resources and Construction, located up in Breckenridge, serving the entire big country, offering custom standing seam roofing made on location and all commercial roofing applications. Give Kobe Walker a shout at 254 246 5546. That is Cavalry Resources and Construction in Breckenridge. All right, and with that, it's time to take a peek at the wall schedule for 2025, and it is by no means easy. As you would expect, it's loaded. Wall will open at home against the Mason Punchers. That's going to be on August the 29th. They will travel to face Brownwood on September the 5th, followed by another two road dates at Jim Net on the 12th and Monahans on the 19th. A home date with Sweetwater will come on September the 26th, followed by a road date at Idalou on October the 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, you'd expect a program with the success that Wall has to have a tough non-district schedule, and boy, do they. That's going to be a really fun one to follow. They'll open district on October 10th with a home game against Merkel before hitting the road for a huge district game at Coahoma on October 17th, sorry. And October 24th, they will host San Angelo Grape Creek, have their open date on Halloween, and then close out the regular season at Stanton on November 7th. So that non-district schedule is loaded. That's going to be fun to follow. District,
Yes.
I know you're going to ask about the game of the year. I'll let you take that one. I think we both agree here.
Well, there's no disagreement here on this. It's going to be Coahoma at Coahoma on October the 17th. That is the most important game for Wall if they want to win a district championship for both teams. Actually, I view that as more than likely the district championship game on the 17th of October.
Yeah, I think we're in full agreement there, and I think Wall, as they were last year, is the favorite in this district, no question. But this Coahoma team is going to be another explosive team. That could be it could potentially be a shootout there for the district title on October 17th. So, I think to me, I'm excited to see what Wall will look like at the end of that regular season schedule because if they come together and improve the way that they think they can, this could be another deep playoff run and another potentially a state semifinal appearance or even a state championship game. So it should be a fun season for the Wall Hawks for sure.
All right, and with that, it's about time to wrap up this edition of the Countdown to Two-A-Days series, the Wall Hawks. But before we do that, we want to remind you, August 20th, that's the big day here at Big Country Preps. That's the day that we release our preseason preview with team previews of all the teams that we cover in the Big Country and just outside of the Big Country. We'll have more than 40 player features. We're talking about a ton of material here. We'll have opinion pieces. We'll have predictions, standings and stats, you name it. Everything that you're going to want in a preview, we're going to have. Don't miss it. August the 20th, right here at Big Country Preps.
In the meantime, we appreciate you joining us for this episode of our Countdown to Two-A-Days series. And make sure you come back tomorrow when we take a look at the Brady Bulldogs here at BigCountryPreps.com.